Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The first throw, here's Winston.
Oh, shit.
He goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So that time, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
How best to describe them? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing with this pass is going to end up incomplete. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run through. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nobody could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Fourth down, Winston. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game, and the attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways. That's your partner. Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Winston to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And he was terrific in the opener through 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the return, Hardy. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Now Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Fournette will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Brady now to throw. This is caught. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And this is now a one-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Week 2 underway around the NFL. That later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A game there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Brady over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Brady now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half here, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be... See what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just...
After review of the play.
So now an overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
That's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
They The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Hardy set to return. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He completes it to Olave. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah. Here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Kamara trying the right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here week 2.
Well, I don't want to call a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, here's the Saints draft class from 2022, and after some moves, they ended up with just 5 picks, 2 in the first round, though, and they showed what their priority was, focusing on the offensive side of the football.
They believe that they are in Super Bowl contention. They're conceding nothing to anyone else in the NFC, and that's why they drafted the way they did. Wide receiver Chris Olave in the 11th brings speed to the position. And offensive tackle Trevor Penning, 19th overall pick out of the University of Northern Iowa. They like him to start at left tackle right away, replacing Teron Armstead. And then on defense, my Tennessee alum, Malante Taylor in the 2nd round at corner, looks like a really nice pick.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady to Gage for a Tampa 1st.
Nice play there by Russell Gage, who left Atlanta, but didn't leave the NFC South where he signed to join Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a luxury for him to be a 3rd receiver for this team. He forms a great trio with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That throw by Brady incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
74 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Winston here to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a